Polling is the active monitoring of your network with WhatsUp Gold. A WhatsUp Gold installation includes one local poller hosted on the server. Some licenses allow you to add additional pollers. A poller checks each active or performance monitor for a status or piece of information by sending a small amount of data to the device. WhatsUp Gold considers a device to be down when it does not send the data back or sends a different response than expected. By default, an active monitor is polled every 60 seconds and a performance monitor is polled every 10 minutes. You can change this value for an individual device on the Polling tab of the Device Properties page. Based on this interval, each monitor that a poller checks is added to a queue, along with a time that indicates when the monitor is supposed to be polled. If the poller does not run at the scheduled time, then the time difference is considered as lag, which is measured in seconds. You can see the average lag for a poller in Device Properties, or you can review the Poller Health Dashboard report. This report provides the status of the local poller, as well as any additional pollers configured for your network. It allows you to quickly see if any pollers are down or experiencing issues. In a busy WhatsUp Gold environment, it is not unusual for some lag to exist temporarily. What constitutes a high lag time is subjective and depends on your company's requirements. For example, a 60-second lag might be a problem, or it might be within specifications, whereas a 600-second lag would be considered high by most organizations. Only active and performance monitors are considered in the lag calculation. Passive monitors are not included in the calculation, but they do use poller processing time. The lag can also be the result of the type of monitors on the server. Monitors that can run longer tie up poller resources, potentially delaying other monitors and causing lag. Some examples are scripted monitors, HTML content monitors, and SSH monitors. Lag can also be introduced when you are processing more devices or monitors than your system resources can handle, or when you are polling too frequently. A high poller lag can erroneously return unknown or down device states, and it can signal overall that your WhatsUp Gold system is not performing at its best. To reduce your poller lag, consider the following options. Reduce the number of monitors that the poller is processing. Review your existing active and performance monitors and disable those monitors that are not required. A good place to start is with your interface active monitors. Often you do not need to monitor every identified interface on every device. Reduce the number of critical monitors. When a device uses critical monitoring, its active monitors are pulled in a sequence instead of in parallel. For this reason, excessive use of critical monitors can contribute to poller lag. Try reducing the number of devices with critical monitors except for those absolutely required by your business policies. Adjust the polling frequency of monitors. Consider increasing the polling interval for your less essential monitors. Additionally, you can look in the My Network view under Dynamic Group Examples for a group named Frequently Polled Devices. This group contains any devices with a performance monitor using a polling interval shorter than the default of 10 minutes. Review these devices to make sure the more frequent polling is justified. Add poller dependencies on devices such as vCenter servers, Hyper-V hosts, or Cisco switches. You can set up a polling dependency so that when a virtual host or network switch is down, its downstream devices are not polled, which eliminates wasted polling cycles. Allow the poller to run more tasks. By default, a WhatsUp Gold poller can run up to 200 tasks simultaneously. To try to reduce lag, you can increase this number, but only if you have sufficient CPU and memory resources on your WhatsUp Gold server. This value is configured in the poller configuration.xml file in the install directory of the WhatsUp Gold server. Be sure to restart the poller or the Ipswitch Service Control Manager service after making any changes. Add an additional poller. WhatsUp Gold can support over 20 additional pollers to offset the load from the local poller. These pollers, called scalability pollers, can be used to remove lag from the WhatsUp Gold server by adding additional polling power to the system and by load balancing poller requests. You can even dedicate a scalability poller to a specific subnet or to specific devices. Scalability pollers are available with enterprise-level WhatsUp Gold licenses. Finally, be sure that the resources on your WhatsUp Gold server are not being constrained. Confirm that your antivirus or security software is not slowing or blocking any Polar operations. Also consider relocating your SQL instance to a separate machine or increasing the disk speed or memory on your server. Thank you for watching this video on understanding and optimizing polling in WhatsUp Gold.